Hi everyone! I'm back with another fragrance review, and today I'm going to be doing one of my newest fragrances, which is also has become one of my favorites. It's very highly requested, and it is Jessica Simpson's first signature scent, Fancy. So, a little while ago I made an update video where I showed you guys a bunch of new perfumes that I got, like my Circus Fantasy and Deseo for Men, and one of the perfumes was Fancy. And I showed you guys the gift set that I got. It was with like the small 30 milliliter bottle, as well as the lotion and the shower gel. And since making that video, this is how terrible I am, since making that video I've actually bought more Fancy. I loved it so much that I went out and bought the full-sized 100 milliliter bottle. So this is the full-sized Fancy. So now I have the big bottle, the small bottle, and the lotion and shower gel. So I really like this one. So first I'm going to start by showing you the box. So here's the Fancy box. Here's the advertisement, which I really love. It's simple. It's just Jessica lying in bed and she's smiling, and we have like sort of the satin covers, and I love the coloring of like the whole picture and the bedspread. So it's really nice. It's very relaxing. I think it suits the fragrance very well. And then on the side we have some fancy flowers just sort of draped along the box. The box is a nice light pink. Goes all around like that, and that part slides right off, so you can take the advertisement off. And then we just have the front of the box, which says Fancy Jessica Simpson. I love the writing, the way she writes her name. And again, we have those same fancy flowers going all around with the vines, the pink, and on the top it says Fancy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the Fancy bottle. Okay. So the first thing to say is that Fancy is a very big bottle. It's very heavy too, a lot of thick glass in this, so you can really like knock someone out with this. So it takes up a lot of room. I find it's a little heavier than Fancy Love. I have the full-size bottles for both, but I feel like this one's a little heavier. But anyways, so the bottle itself, I have to say, is rather fancy. We have this nice glass round base, very large. And around the entire bottle are all the flowers that you see on the box, the vines and the little like bouquets. So they're being draped all along the bottle. It's a nice sort of light pink, almost golden sort of color. On the front it says Fancy, Jessica Simpson. And I think there's a butterfly. Oh yeah, here he is. There's a butterfly sort of hidden. I don't even know if you can see him. Right there, sort of hidden on the bottle. It's actually on the box, so there's one little butterfly that appears kind of once in every Fancy product. So there he is on the front. And the top is this sort of bronze, coppery kind of cap. We have the rim here which has the same flowers, and on the back is the little butterfly surprise. And the top is this very nice, reflective sort of crystal ball brass top that pops off like that. So, it kind of makes me think of like a cake, just because it looks like a layered cake. You have like the large base and then smaller and then like a little top. So it reminds me of a nice fancy sort of cake you'd have at a party. So I love the bottle, very cute, very pretty. So now I'm going to spray the fragrance for you and talk about what it smells like. I'm actually going to use my 30 milliliter Fancy to spray. I haven't started using this one yet, I'm just sort of like saving it. So here's Fancy. Okay, so Fancy is it's a stronger scent. So when we open up the scent we have, like I said, the fruits. So we have pear, apricot, and red berries. So it's a juicy opening. I'd have to say that the strongest fruit, the one that really sort of comes to mind, is the red berries. It smells like sweet red berries. And the apricot as well, they're sort of mixed in. I find that with the pear isn't like the strongest smelling of fruit, so whenever that's mixed in with the fragrance, I find if there's other fruits involved, you don't really get the pear that much. It kind of gets overpowered by the other fruits. And I think that's pretty much the case with this one, because I don't smell the pear too much. It's more the apricot and the red berries that come out when you first spray it. I'd say that fruity berryness sort of lasts maybe about an hour, and then we start to get the heart of the fragrance, which is its main sort of signature. So that's where we get all the yummy notes. So now we're getting some caramel, some almond, some vanilla, and then some flowers as well to help balance that. So this is the heart. This is like what Fancy's all about. And I really like the heart of it. It's probably not for everyone because it is a little heavier. It is a little bit more food-like. But at the same time, it's not too sugary. So the caramel and the almonds come out quite strongly. But what I like about it is that the flowers, which are jasmine and gardenia, they help to sort of balance out that sweetness. So it doesn't become this super syrupy kind of scent. It just becomes a light, well not light, but it becomes a well-balanced, florally kind of gourmand scent. So that's going to last probably like 6 hours or so. And then once that sort of dries down, what's left of the red berries is now gone. I'd say the florals are kind of gone, so all we have left is the caramel, which is still there, and then the base notes that are coming out now. So you have the typical base, the sandalwood, the musk, the amber. Those are just like, you know, sort of mixed in as they are with a lot of scents. But we also have the vanilla in the base, and I feel like that one comes out the most. Maybe it's because of the almonds and the caramel that are already there, but I feel like the vanilla is what's left on your skin. So at the end of the day, Fancy just becomes this sort of sophisticated vanilla kind of scent that's left on your skin. So overall, it is a pretty scent, very fancy, a little more sophisticated, but at the same time not too formal. It is still a little bit more casual. Something that you can wear, you know, out with friends or out to dinner, or even out to like a fancier place. So it's pretty versatile, but I would say that it's not really appropriate for like a hot summer's day, so it's not like this light, summery kind of scent. It is a little bit more of a heavier, fancy kind of scent. Alright, so that is what Fancy smells like. Now I wanted to show you guys what sort of additional products you can get with this. Okay, so I've got them on the table here. So this is the body lotion. This is the 90 milliliter. And then it smells really good. It's very moisturizing and soft, and I'd say out of all the notes of Fancy, the one I smell the most with this one is the sort of caramel vanilla part. The florals, not too much. The fruits, a little bit, but it's more that, like, the delicious part of Fancy that I get with the lotion. So I really like the lotion. And then this is the Bath and Shower Gel, 90 milliliters as well. And this is probably one of my favorite shower gels because I feel like it does everything that you would need with a shower gel. Like, it lathers well, it smells very good. And you don't, like, a little goes a long way. You don't really need to like pour it on, you just need like a little bit. And it smells a lot like Fancy, and I can even smell it on my skin after I get out of the shower. So it's a very good quality fragrance shower gel. So I try not to use this one too often because I want to kind of save it. So both those products are pretty good. Other Fancy products, I haven't seen too many other than those ones, but I have seen a Fancy roll-on, so you can get a roll-on. It comes in the gift set if you get like the big gift set. And I've also seen Jessica Fancy purses and bags. So that's my Fancy collection. I really like this one. To sort of sum up the fragrance once again, it is a sophisticated, flirty kind of scent. It has a lot of delicious ingredients to it, so you have to like that sort of yummy, heavier kind of perfume. And it's balanced well with the florals and a fresh, juicy sort of fruit opening to it. It lasts a long time. Not really appropriate when the weather's too warm because it might smell a little too heavy on you. So save it for cooler weather or when you're going to a fancier occasion. So that's it for my Fancy review. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm really excited because Jessica is releasing a third fragrance called Fancy Nights, and it should be coming this summer. So I'm probably going to get that one. I shouldn't say that, I should smell it first, but I'll probably end up getting it. So hope you guys enjoyed that. You can watch my Fancy Love review, which is Jessica's second perfume, if you haven't already. And leave me some comments, let me know what you think about Fancy, and I'll see you guys next time.